Have you ever paused in the stillness of the night and wondered, what if everything you see with your eyes is only a shadow of a deeper reality? Or what if the world you touch, hear, and taste is not the full extent of what's truly there? Imagine if you could look beyond the surface, beyond the veil of physical existence, into a world that is not bound by time or space, an unseen world that exists alongside this one, invisible to most but waiting to be discovered. This is not a question of fantasy or fiction, my fellow seeker. This is the ancient wisdom of the third eye, the eye that sees not with the body's senses, but with the soul's perception. Have you ever felt like there's something more to life, something greater, just beyond the limits of your current understanding? Like there's a hidden layer to the universe, one that calls to you in moments of deep reflection or in the quiet whispers of your dreams. Could this be the silent call of your third eye, inviting you to awaken to a deeper truth? What if, by unlocking this mysterious power, you could access a world of profound insight, see beyond illusion, and tap into the vast, boundless wisdom of the universe? This journey, our journey, into the mystical art of unlocking the third eye, is one of discovery, awakening, and transformation. It is a call to step beyond the known and venture into the unknown, to stretch the limits of what you believe is possible, and to explore the vast, hidden dimensions of your own consciousness. But before we begin, let us ask ourselves, why? Why seek this deeper vision? What is the purpose of seeing beyond the physical? After all, we live in a world dominated by the tangible, the concrete, and the measurable. And yet, have you ever noticed how, despite the beauty and richness of this physical world, there is an undeniable longing within you for something more? The answer lies within you, soul traveler. It lies in the awakening of your third eye, the gateway to the unseen, the eternal, the mystical truths that shape our very existence.
Jida.
In this exploration, we will not delve into complex rituals or distant teachings, but instead into the quiet wisdom that lies within your heart, waiting to be heard. Through simple yet profound practices, we will unlock the power of the third eye and open our hearts and minds to the expansive realities that await. Expectations to locate. To begin, we must understand that the third eye is not just a mystical concept. It is an ancient symbol, a tool for transcending the limitations of the ordinary world and perceiving what lies beyond the veil. Often depicted as an eye in the center of the forehead, between the eyebrows, this eye is said to be the seat of the soul's perception, where the higher faculties of intuition, wisdom, and understanding reside. The first eye. In many spiritual traditions, the third eye is considered the Ajna chakra, the sixth energy center in the human body, located in the forehead, slightly above the space between the eyebrows. But the third eye is not just an anatomical location. It is a gateway to the realms of inner vision, insight, and spiritual awakening. It is through this eye that we can pierce the veil of illusion and glimpse the true nature of reality. So, what does it mean to unlock this power? What does it look like to open the third eye? To begin to understand, consider this. Have you ever had a moment of clarity, when everything suddenly made sense? Maybe it was in the quiet moments of nature, perhaps while meditating, or in a deep conversation with a friend. These moments, when you experience a sudden flash of insight or profound understanding, may be glimpses of the third eye in action. These moments show us that we are not simply physical beings perceiving the world with the five senses, but are instead spiritual beings, capable of perceiving dimensions of reality beyond what meets the eye. When the third eye is awakened, your perception expands. You begin to see the threads of connection that weave through the universe. You may find yourself sensing energy, receiving intuitive insights, or feeling a deeper sense of unity with all living beings. Your consciousness opens to new possibilities, and the mysteries of life, death, and existence begin to unfold like a sacred scroll, revealing secrets that were once hidden. But what does it really mean to see beyond the physical? Is this merely about seeing things that others cannot see, spirits, auras, or distant energies? In part, yes. But the true power of the third eye is not just in seeing what is invisible, but in seeing how it all fits together. When the third eye opens, you begin to see with a deeper clarity the patterns that shape your life, the invisible forces that guide your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and the subtle connections between all beings and events. You begin to see the world not as separate and fragmented, but as an interconnected whole, a dance of energy and consciousness, all playing out according to a grand cosmic design. What would happen if you could see your life in this way? If you could perceive the deeper currents of your own being, or the threads that bind you to the universe and all its mysteries? How would it change your relationships, your choices, your sense of purpose? Can you imagine the possibility of seeing not just with the eyes of the body, but with the eyes of the soul? When you awaken the third eye, it's as though a fog lifts from your mind. No longer bound by the illusions of the material world, you begin to know things not in the logical, rational sense, but in the way that the universe itself knows, instinctively, intuitively, and with profound clarity. Now, you may be wondering, how do I awaken this third eye? Is there a special technique, a secret practice known only to the initiated? The truth is, the path to awakening the third eye is not about secrets, hidden rituals, or distant teachings. It is about opening yourself to the deeper truths that already exist within you, and learning to listen to the subtle whispers of your soul. The key is presence. The more you are able to quiet the noise of the world, to still the distractions of the mind, the more you begin to hear the call of your third eye. Meditation is one powerful way to invite this awakening, but so too are practices like mindfulness, breath work, and simply spending time in nature, observing the world with fresh eyes. Can you allow yourself the space to listen, soul traveler, to step beyond the confines of your thoughts and fears and into the vast expanse of awareness that surrounds you? The third eye is not just a mystical concept or spiritual theory. It is a living reality, one that you can begin to access, little by little, as you awaken your inner vision. With each small step, you open the door to a richer, more meaningful experience of life, one that transcends the ordinary and touches the divine. As we conclude this opening chapter, I invite you to reflect on these questions, fellow seeker. What would it mean for you to see beyond the physical world? What do you think your third eye might reveal to you if only you took the time to listen? And perhaps most importantly, are you ready to embark on this journey of awakening? Let your heart answer these questions and join me in the next part of this journey as we explore the deeper practices and steps for unlocking the power of the third eye. Until then, stay present, stay curious, and keep your eyes open, not just the ones in your head, but the ones in your soul. In our journey to unlocking the third eye, we must first understand the foundations of this mystical center. The third eye is not simply a spiritual concept or an ethereal idea. It is deeply rooted in the essence of your being. It represents the bridge between the visible world and the invisible, between the material and the spiritual. Imagine your mind as a vast, uncharted ocean. The surface is busy, constantly churning with the waves of thoughts, distractions, and desires. Yet, beneath this surface, there is a depth, a stillness that holds the mysteries of the universe. Your third eye is like the deep-sea diver, allowing you to explore these depths, to see into realms beyond the surface. The first step to awakening the third eye is to quiet the mind, to still the waves of thought. This is often the most difficult part of the process, for the world is constantly pushing against our sense of peace. Yet it is through this stillness that the third eye begins to awaken. Take a deep breath with me right now. Inhale slowly through your nose, feeling the cool air filling your lungs. Now, exhale, releasing all the tension, all the noise from your day. Can you feel the shift even in this moment? This simple practice of mindful breathing is a key to awakening your inner vision. By focusing on your breath, you begin to detach from the constant swirl of external stimuli, gently guiding your awareness inward. Next, close your eyes, not just to block out the external world, but to tune in to the deeper realms that await you. Focus your attention on the space between your eyebrows, the spot where your third eye resides. It is here that you begin to awaken the subtle energy of the mind's eye. Can you feel it? Perhaps a gentle sensation, like a soft pressure, a tingling, or simply a deep sense of quiet. This is the energy of your third eye, stirring, waiting to open. With patience and regular practice, this space will become a source of insight, wisdom, and inner knowing. You are connected with the spirit world, and you are, incidentally. But beyond quieting the mind, there is another key component in the foundation of the third eye: surrender. In our modern world, we often feel that we must control every aspect of our lives. Yet true awakening requires us to let go of the need to control and to surrender to the flow of the universe. Imagine standing in the middle of a river, its waters rushing around you. If you try to resist, the current will push you off course. But if you relax, open your arms, and surrender to the flow, you move with the current, in harmony with the river's natural rhythm. This is how the third eye works. It does not demand force or effort. It requires surrendering the need to know, to grasp, and to control. It is a softening of the ego, allowing the deeper wisdom of your soul to surface. Reflect for a moment. Can you let go of the need to control everything in your life, even for a few moments each day? What would it feel like to release that grip, to trust the wisdom that lies within? Once you have begun to quiet the mind and open the gateway to your inner vision, the next step in awakening your third eye is to embrace the power of intuition. Intuition is the subtle whisper of the soul, the quiet knowing that transcends the logical mind. It is often described as the ability to see without seeing, to know without explanation. Imagine standing in the midst of a dense fog. To the physical eye, everything is shrouded in mystery. Nothing is clear. But deep within you, there is a sense of direction, a feeling that pulls you forward, guiding you even though the path is not visible. This is intuition at work. leading you through the fog of life, one step at a time. The third eye opens up this channel of intuition, allowing you to sense things that are beyond the reach of your ordinary perception. With this ability, you can see the hidden truths that lie beneath the surface of everyday life. You might begin to pick up on the subtle energy of people, sensing their emotions or intentions without words. Or perhaps you'll experience gut feelings about situations or events that later prove to be true. To cultivate this inner knowing, you must learn to trust what you sense, even when logic and reason seem to pull in the opposite direction. Intuition does not always conform to the rules of the material world. It speaks in whispers, in symbols, in feelings. It is not about analyzing or rationalizing. It is about allowing yourself to feel and trust the messages that come from your soul. Consider a moment in your life when you followed an instinct, an inner knowing that led you to the right place, the right person, or the right decision. What did it feel like? Did you trust the experience, or did doubt cloud your judgment? What might happen if you began to trust your intuition more often? Sounds familiar? As you continue your practice, your intuition will grow clearer, stronger, and more reliable. It is a quiet voice that only speaks when you create space for it to be heard. The more you open your third eye, the more you invite this intuitive wisdom into your life. As we continue on this journey, we arrive at an even deeper layer of the third eye's power, the ability to see energy. This is where the veil between the physical and spiritual world begins to dissolve. The third eye allows you to sense the subtle energy fields that surround all things, the energy of people, places, objects, and even emotions. Imagine walking into a room filled with people. Without hearing a word, you can sense the atmosphere. Is it calm and peaceful? Or is there tension, unease, or excitement in the air? This is the energy you are feeling, the subtle vibrations that carry information far beyond what the eyes can see. Energy is not a foreign concept to most of us. We already experience it in various ways. The warmth of a hug, the calm presence of a person, or the unsettling feeling we get when something isn't quite right. When your third eye opens, you begin to perceive them more consciously. You may start to see aura-efficient auras, those colorful emanations around a person's body that reflect their emotional and spiritual state. Or perhaps you'll notice changes in the energy of a room as you walk through it, feeling the vibrations of the space shift as you enter. This is the power of the third eye in action, allowing you to perceive the underlying energy that flows through all things. The ability to see energy isn't just about mystical visions or seeing auras. It's about understanding the deeper currents that flow beneath the surface of every experience. You begin to sense the interconnectedness of all things, the fact that we are not separate from each other, but part of an intricate web of life. Have you ever felt an intense emotional reaction to a place or a person without knowing why? Perhaps you entered a space and immediately felt at ease, or perhaps you felt drained without any logical explanation. This is the energy at work, your third eye picking up on subtle vibrations that the logical mind cannot explain. The key here is not only to see energy, but to understand it. What are the energies that you are attracting into your life? Are they uplifting or draining? Are they in alignment with your highest good, or do they pull you into negativity? Reflect for a moment. What energies do you surround yourself with in your daily life? How do the people you interact with affect your own energy? What would happen if you learned to protect your energy more consciously? And finally, we arrive at the most profound and mysterious aspect of the third eye, its ability to transcend the limitations of time and space. When the third eye is fully awakened, you are no longer bound by the linear constraints of the physical world. You begin to experience a sense of unity with all that is, past, present, and future. You see not only with your physical eyes, but with the eyes of eternity. This is the place where true enlightenment begins, the ability to see beyond the illusion of separateness, beyond the boundaries of the body, and into the vast, infinite expanse of consciousness. The third eye reveals to you that you are not just a single, isolated being, but an integral part of the fabric of the universe, timeless and eternal. And you imagine seeing beyond this moment, this body, this lifetime. Can you picture yourself not as a single individual, but as part of a vast, interconnected web of consciousness, stretching across time and space? This is the ultimate power of the third eye, an invitation to experience the eternal, to see the unity of all life, to know that you are both a part of the whole and the whole itself. Look around us as we come to the end of our exploration into the power of the third eye. We find ourselves standing at the edge of a profound realization. You are more than what you can see. Your world, as vast and vibrant as it may seem, is but a small fragment of a larger, deeper reality. A reality that is not confined to the senses, but is felt, known, and seen through the awakened third eye. It's a path to the power of the third eye. As touched by the three-eyed snake man, while he carries on his way on his Moorish journey, you've learned that the path to unlocking this hidden vision begins with stilling the mind, quieting the constant chatter of thoughts and distractions that keep us tethered to the physical world. In this stillness, we open the gateway to our deeper wisdom, a wisdom that speaks through intuition, that subtle knowing which doesn't rely on logic, but on inner truth. Through the third eye, we tap into the unseen currents of energy that flow through all things, recognizing that everything is connected, interwoven, and alive with vibrational power. And then there is the ultimate realization, the transcendence of time and space. The third eye shows us that we are not just isolated beings in a vast indifferent universe, but part of a greater, infinite web. It invites us to see beyond the boundaries of our bodies, to experience the timeless essence of who we are, and to recognize our oneness with all that is. This journey we've undertaken is not just an intellectual exploration. It's an invitation to awaken, to see with new eyes, to feel the pulse of the universe in every breath, every moment. And, says Werner, things are to come for the better. But this is only the beginning, soul traveler. The third eye, once awakened, continues to unfold. It is a lifetime journey of discovery, refinement, and expansion. With each step, the mysteries deepen. With each breath, the vision grows clearer. So, I ask you now, what would your life look like if you truly opened the third eye? What could you see, know, and understand that you never thought possible? What insights might emerge if you trusted your intuition more deeply? If you began to recognize the energy around you and within you, how might your relationships, your choices, and your sense of purpose shift? And beyond all this, perhaps the most profound question of all, are you ready to walk this path? To not only see beyond the physical, but to live in harmony with the deeper currents of life. These questions are not just for reflection. They are invitations. Invitations to embark on a path that has been walked by sages, mystics, and seekers for millennia. A path that leads you beyond the material world, into realms of infinite wisdom, love, and connection. As you step away from this journey for now, I invite you to keep this question in your heart. What will happen if I open my third eye? If you feel called to continue this journey, to learn more and to share your own experiences with the third eye, I invite you to join the conversation. Leave your thoughts and reflections in the comments below. What has opened for you today? What new insights are beginning to take root in your soul? If this exploration has sparked something within you, I encourage you to subscribe, to stay connected, and to share this journey with others who may also be seeking the deeper truths of existence. For we are all on this journey together, and the more we awaken, the more the collective consciousness rises, bringing us all closer to the universal truths that bind us. Remember, soul traveler, the mysteries are infinite. The journey has only just begun. Keep your eyes open, not just the ones in your head, but the ones in your soul. And together, let's continue to explore the wonders that await us. Until next time, may your third eye guide you to new horizons, and may you walk the path of truth with courage and grace.